iOS 12, what's new? Like usual, Apple has once again released a new version of the mobile operating system iOS 12 at the WWDC conference back in June. As we get closer to its fall release, it's about time that we start talking about what to expect. iOS 12 is available to all devices that support iOS 11. From the iPhone 5S and up, that makes the iPhone S supported for almost 5 years, which is great. Here are some highlights of iOS 12. Performance. For a long time, Apple has struggled with the performance with iOS devices. The scandal surrounding peak performance was a real struggle. Many Apple users blamed Apple for the rough performance on their older devices when in reality they were doing what they needed to do to improve the life and responsiveness of smaller and aging batteries. In addition to this, some users have had speed hits due to general age of the phone and limitations of the processor. Older technology with new versions of iOS may not be fully optimized, which also cause performance hits. Since this problem has been troubling Apple so much lately, iOS 12's main focus is on performance, including speed and responsiveness. Upon the release of iOS 12, Apple says that apps will open 40% faster, camera will swipe 70% faster, the keyboard will display 50% faster, and the share sheet will display 2 times as fast. These tests were conducted in May 2018 by Apple using the iPhone 6 Plus with peak performance. A more in-depth graph is given in settings to show your battery life over the course of the last 24 hours or 1 day, or the last 10 days. Hopefully users of all supported devices will come to find these statistics to be true. FaceTime. With iOS 12, you can make group calls with up to 32 people at the same time. Also is the added ability to add filters, stickers, text effects, Animojis or Memojis, and text effects to your call. Stay tuned for a more in-depth preview of FaceTime and all its new features. Animoji updates and Memoji. When iOS 11 was released with Animojis, you could have an emoji mimic your facial actions using the face detection of your iPhone 10. With iOS 12 brings the addition of 4 new Animojis, including T-Rex, Ghost, Koala, Tiger, and Memoji. Memoji is a new avatar that you get to create in the image of yourself. Along with all emojis, Memojis, there is tongue and wink detection, allowing you to stick your tongue out or wink at anyone. Messages. All the new features that come with Messages come from enhancements to the app, starting off with the app strip, which is now smaller. Camera and photos get their own individual apps. Photos can now be found on the app strip. When taking photos or videos using the built-in camera app, you can, like with FaceTime, add camera effects, text, filters, stickers, shapes, and Animojis or Memojis. Stay tuned for a more in-depth preview of these Messages features. Screen time. Cell phone addiction is becoming a bigger and bigger issue. Apple has taken the next step in dealing with this problem. A chart tells you how long you have been on your phone, including how long you were in app categories and individual apps. From there, you can get a downtime, app limits, content and privacy restrictions, and let apps ignore some of these rules. If you are doing this for your kids, then you can set up a password restriction to keep them from changing these settings. Stay tuned for a more in-depth preview of these screen time features. Notifications. Including a complete redesign to notification settings, you are given new features including group notifications and delivering notifications quietly with the ability to change all of this from the notification center. Stay tuned for more in-depth preview of these notification features. Do Not Disturb. Last year, Do Not Disturb got Do Not Disturb while driving. This year, it gets Do Not Disturb during bedtime and new Do Not Disturb options. Stay tuned for a more in-depth preview of these Do Not Disturb features. Measure app. Using Apple's latest investment into augmented reality, the AI kit comes with the Measurement app. This new app can measure things using your camera with scary accuracy. This is also where they moved the level, which used to be in the Compass app. Stay tuned for a more in-depth preview of the Measure app. Photos. Sharing photos just got a lot easier. All the bottom tabs have been changed. The For You tab highlights photo events. Then all your albums that you have made on your phone sync from your Mac or PC, iCloud shared albums, people and places, media types, and all other albums have been moved to the Albums tab. As search gets smarter and smarter, AI or artificial intelligence, it makes it easier to find all your images when you search for a certain event, a person or place, or the image subject. In addition to all this, photographers can now edit raw photos natively in the Photos app. Stay tuned for a more in-depth preview of these Photos features. Siri. Siri also gets some well-needed updates. Shortcuts will allow you to add your own features and routines and program them with your own settings, which can be all managed from the Shortcuts app, which a release date for has not been set yet. Siri also can now translate into over 40 languages. She can also answer more questions about racing, celebrity facts and food, and search for a photo memory, and finds passwords. App updates. For the first time in many years, many apps got big upgrades. iBooks is now Apple Books and received a whole UI or user interface upgrade, so that it now looks more like the App Store. The stock app now gives more information by integrating with the News app. Voice Memos also got an upgrade with a more modern iOS style. For the first time, both stocks and voice memos will be brought to the iPad. Stay tuned for a more in-depth preview of these app updates. If you have enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. If you didn't, click the thumbs down to let me know. If you still have any questions, comments, or concerns, talk to me in the comments below. Also follow Apple Guide on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Apple Guide Web to stay up to date with all things happening at Apple Guide. You can find more on our website at appleguideweb.com.